Varsity Cavaliers will take to the home field for the second straight week, and somebody get that man some help. It looks like his season's getting to him already. Coach O'Hare on the sidelines along with the rest of the Cavaliers. Fans in the stands, band on the sidelines as well, and we're ready for the opening kickoff, and it's going to be the Cavaliers receiving that opening kickoff. Manchester boots it down the field, and Bobby Fulp on the receiving end. He brings it back 14 yards to the Cavalier 19-yard line where he's tripped up, and that'll bring the Cavalier offense out onto the field. And Cavs are able to do little on their opening drive. Kendrick Robinson having trouble holding on to the ball there and finally picks it up, but the Cavaliers force the punt away. Justin Jones sends it down to the 48-yard line. Offense of Manchester takes over, but it's going to be Darius Pope picking off the pass there. The Cavaliers will get the ball back once again. Nice pickoff and return there by Pope. Cavalier crazies liking the action there from the stands, and the Cav offense back out. Sal Sadati trying to get in there, but the Lancers fill a hole. And again, the Cavaliers unable to get an offensive attack going. So Justin Jones punts it away, and a great punt here. This one's going to roll out of bounds at the 6-yard line of the Lancers. So that's where Manchester will take over on offense, and they'll start to drive downfield. It won't take but a few plays. Nice pass here, and it is off to the races. The screen works for the Lancers, and they'll take it all the way into the end zone. So Manchester putting up 6 on the board early. The extra point attempt is good, so it's 7-0 Manchester. The Cavalier offense will once again go 3 and out, and the Lancers back out on the field driving. But on a 4th down, they're unable to complete the pass, so the Cavaliers take over on downs, and once again, will try to get something going on their offensive drive. Bubba Thompson over there taking care of the down marker, along with the rest of the sideline crew. Thank them for all their help every week. Cavaliers trying to get something going there, but Reed Harbert unable to pull that one in, so Justin Jones comes out and he punts it away once again. And this one, another nice punt. That one will go down to the Lancers 6-yard line, and once again, Manchester driving it into the second quarter of play now as Kyle Flaherty makes the stop on Morales, only picking up 2 on that one. But then Wes Muto completes the pass to Braithwaite for 15 yards, and they'll drive it down to the Lancers 42-yard line with the first down. Then it's Wes Muto again completing the pass, this one to Jonathan Duhart, 13 yards, and they continue their drive downfield. But the Cavalier defense is going to again come up with a big play, recovering the Lancer fumble, and Kyle Flaherty picking it up and taking off downfield with it. So once again, the Cavaliers able to get the turnover and bring their offensive unit back out onto the field. Kendrick Robinson and Sal Sadati get a couple of carries for the Cavaliers, but on a 4th and short, they're going to try to go for it. But the Lancer defense able to step up right here and make the stop. So Cavaliers once again will turn the ball over, this time on downs. Lancers making a nice defensive effort there. Offensive unit of Manchester comes out, but they have trouble on the pitch, so it's a fumble by the Lancers, and the Cavaliers recover once again. Brandon Tyson pointing that way. That's right, Cavaliers got the ball. Robinson hits Sal Sadati, but nothing going there. The Lancer defense again playing really tough. And then Robinson's going to roll out on a 4th and 11. Cavaliers go for it, but Robinson's thrown for a 2-yard loss. So again, the Lancer defense stepping up to the call. Ty Moss now in at quarterback for the Lancers, and he finds a wide open man downfield, and that's going to go 68 yards. Braithwaite makes the catch and takes it in for the touchdown. So the Lancers score once again. Extra point attempt up through the uprights, good. So it's 14-0 Manchester midway through the second quarter. Kickoff, and it's going to be Sal Sadati for the Cavaliers picking this one up, and he gets 25 yards before he's finally drugged down by a couple of Lancers, and that sets up the Cavalier offense. And Kendrick Robinson finds Chase Stanley for a 12-yard gain. He'll drop it back, launching it over to Stanley, and Stanley driven out of bounds right there after a 12-yard gain and a first down. But again, the Lancer defense tightens the reins, and the Cavaliers forced to punt it away. So again, the Lancers offense able to advance down the field, completing passes to Braithwaite, and along with a couple of carries by Corey, and won't be long before the Lancers end up in the end zone again. Corey with a 10-yard carry into the end zone, touchdown Lancers, and the extra point attempt is good. That'll make it 21-0 with less than a minute left in the half. Lancers kick it off, and it's Bobby Fulp picking it up and taking it 19 yards before he's finally brought to a halt. And that sets up the Cavalier offense trying to get something going. But Robinson's pass is going to get picked off here by the Lancers, and that's going to set them up with great field position. And they're going to try to put points on the board before it's over with. And Moss finds Duhart in the end zone. Great catch, and it's another touchdown for Manchester. The extra point attempt is blocked by the Cavaliers, however, and that'll set them up at 27-0 as the teams head into the halftime break. Opening kickoff of the second half, and it's the Lancers receiving that kickoff. Duhart's going to bring it back 15 yards down to the Lancers' 45-yard line before Hunter Ford makes the stop for the Cavs. Then it's a loss for the number 27 there, thrown for a loss by Kyle Flaherty. Flaherty, another great night defensively. But it's Moss completing to Cunningham for 54 yards down to the Cavalier 3-yard line. First down for the Lancers. And then Moss is going to carry it in himself from 3 yards out. Touchdown, Manchester. McFadden's extra point attempt is good. So the Lancers will lead 34-0. So scoring about 20 points there in a matter of 2 minutes. Cavaliers will try to get anything going here in the third quarter, but Robinson trying to get upfield, and they will get a little bit of push from the offensive line there, but Ty Farrell getting a couple carries, Sal Sadati, Robinson as well, keeping it a few times, but they're unable to get but so far downfield before the Lancer defense finally tightens up and just stops all forward movement. Ty Farrell on one of his carries there, he picks up 13 yards on that one. And then it's Robinson deciding to hang on to it, but the Lancer defense, again, closer you get to that red zone, the tougher and tougher they became, and again, they'll drag Farrell down, this time behind the line of scrimmage. So Manchester's offense comes out again, and it's a nice run here before a sudden stop. Big play there. That got the sidelines for the Cavaliers fired up as Darian Powell and Bobby Falk made that stop, but again, the Lancers find the end zone. Morales with a 53-yard carry all the way down for another Lancer touchdown, and the extra point attempt is good, so it's 41-0 Manchester at this point. Fulp again looking for a lane on the return. He's able to pick up 24 before he's brought to a stop, and then the Cavalier offense again running into a wall of Lancers as the Cavs just can't get anything going, and that winds down the third quarter of play, and we go into the fourth quarter with the Lancers leading. So Justin Jones will have to come out and punt it away once again for the Cavaliers, and he's going to send it down 31 yards to the Lancers' 25-yard line, where Cunningham picks it up and brings it back 8 yards before Sal Sadati and some of his buddies on the Cavalier team make the stop. And then it's Cavalier defense doing everything they can to not allow any more points by the Lancers. Bobby Falk, Kyle Flaherty, Mike Davis, Justin Jones, and some of those others in. And there's the voice of the Cavalier Chiller Stadium, Chris Warman up there calling the play-by-play. Cavaliers going to do anything they can to get into the end zone. They've only got a couple minutes left on the clock on this drive, and O'Hare says if he has to use up all his 3 timeouts, he will, and he does. And that allows Kendrick Robinson finally to roll out on the run, make a great throw here, and Twinkle Toes Reed Harbert drags it down somehow inside the end zone, right on the line there, and it's touchdown Cavaliers. The extra point attempt will be good, so the Cavaliers will get a little something to celebrate at the end of this game. Only 15 seconds left on the clock as the extra point attempt is tacked on, so it's 41-7. Cavaliers going to try the short kick to the Lancers, not allow any big return here. Big high kick, and they make the stop on the return there. Dylan Turner and some of the other Cavaliers making the stop there. That'll be the end of the game, and I know this one is one the Cavs are glad they're out of. 41-7, Manchester wins it. Cavaliers versus James River next week.